Welcome to the EVERBLACK Podcast. On this episode, we chat to Brock Lindow from 36 Crazyfists, who'll be making their long overdue return down under this week for HEIST FEST with Super Heist and From Crisis to Collapse. The tour kicks off this Thursday, April 4 at the Shark Bar in Miami on the Gold Coast. Then Friday, April 5th at the Back Room in Brisbane. Saturday, April 6th, Crowbar in Sydney. Sunday, April 7 at the Cambridge in Sydney. Thursday, April 11 at the Enigma Bar in Adelaide. Friday, April 12 at the Evelyn Hotel in Melbourne. And then wrapping up Saturday, April 13 at the Pelly Bar in Frankston. Tickets are all on sale now through OzTix and MoshTix. Get them now because it's been a very, very long time since we've seen 36 Crazyfists in Australia. I think it was Soundwave was the last time, and they were just amazing live, and they're just such a good band. I'm so stoked they're back. It's going to be an incredible tour. So especially since they're playing the Gold Coast, which is something that I never ever thought I'd see. So get on it, people. All right, before we go into this episode, we have to mention that it's brought to you by Blacklight Art and Design, who are our go-to for all our screen printing needs. They've done all our shirts and hats for EVERBLACK Media, and they've got such a quick turnaround. I highly recommend checking them out. Big shout out to Karen and Buzz. Love your work, guys. Check them out at www.blacklightad.com.au. The show is also brought to you by our good friends at RW Promotion, who are the best in the biz when it comes to stickers, flyers, banners, badges, and all other promo you need for your band or business. Go check them out at www.rwpromotion.com.au. I also want to give a shout out to our friends at Lumberpunks Axe Throwing Club, who now have two venues in Queensland. One in Miami on the Gold Coast, near where the show's being held this week, and the other in West End in Brisbane. Lumberpunks Axe Throwing Club is the perfect destination for solo adventurers, date nights, Bucks nights, birthday parties, hens nights, or if you just want to go down and let off some steam. Also, doesn't matter what music you listen to because you get to choose the soundtrack while you're throwing axes. It's totally awesome. All sessions are 1.5 hours in length and comprise of a safety induction, instruction on tactical tomahawks and hatchets, and then competitive play. Receive 10% off your session when you quote EVERBLACK in your booking notes. Terms and conditions apply. It's just a really good time, especially if you're listening to this, head down there if you got some time off before you load in. It'll help you limber up for those big stage moves. It's good times. All right, here is my interview with Brock Lindow from 36 Crazyfists. See him in the country this week. Enjoy.
Hey, Brock, how you going, man?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Thanks for joining us on the show again. How's things been?
Yeah, all good, man. Just got home for another few more days. It's spring fever around here in Alaska. The snow's finally melted, and everybody's starting to wear tank tops, crop tops, and jean shorts.
Excellent, bro. Excellent. Well, of course, 36 Crazyfists are about to head down under for the long overdue tour for HEIST Fest with Super Heist and From Crisis to Collapse. Now, Aussie fans, including myself, have been waiting a very long time for this to happen, man, and people are just going bananas down here for it. You pumped?
Oh, yeah, definitely. You know, we haven't been down since 2011, so super, super grateful for the opportunity and stoked about it, and always had a wonderful time when we came down there before, so super stoked for the opportunity for sure.
You're a bit of a keen fisherman too, I see. Is that right?
Oh yeah, yep, lifelong. I mean, well, you know, if you were born here, everyone is. So it's kind of second nature.
You're going to try and get in some fishing time while you're down here in Australia?
I do know we have like 3 days off in Adelaide, so I'm not sure if that's a big fishing community, but I'm looking to ride a shark for sure.
Awesome. Well, you're hitting the Gold Coast on April 4, which is where I'll be seeing you, and you know, also down the road from there is an axe throwing club called Lumberpunks. I reckon you guys should hit that up. Have you heard of that before?
Well, only because I think they just started following me on Instagram, to be honest, now that you said that. And I've just been recently seeing places like that have the bars with the axe throwing and stuff. Looks cool. Yeah, definitely going to have to find my way into one of those.
You totally should. It's a bit of fun on the coast while you're on tour. But how's the set list shaping up? I mean, you've got your main ones like, Blood Work and Slit Wrist Theory, but what are you guys looking forward to playing the most?
It's the nice thing is we got a hour plus set, so we got a pretty good balance of everything from new to old, and it gets harder as the years go on because there's a lot of songs, but we'll definitely try and cater to we'll have the classics in there and then throw in some new ones and maybe some obscure ones that we don't play that much anymore, but we got quite a few different set lists kind of planned for the trip. So, like I said, not being there since 2011, we've got to give the people something special, and it's going to be special for us as well. It was always one of our favorite places, and for whatever reasons, as the years have gone on, it's just been harder and harder to get back there. So, yeah, I'm super excited to go there. This is this year's the 25th anniversary of the band, so we are actually just writing the new album, and we really didn't have any touring plans and kind of just wrapped up the last record. So when this opportunity came around right before the end of last year, I was like, if we don't do anything else other than write the new album and play the anniversary show at the end of the year and throw this Australian trip in, that'll be incredible for us. So it's all coming together, and we'll be there in a week, and we're super stoked.
Yeah, awesome, man. Well, of course, the last time we spoke, Lanterns was just about to come out, and that album is still resonating with people over a year since it's dropped. Have you noticed that, this album, that it's something really special for people?
Oh, man, that's awesome to hear. We kind of stay in our own little box here and don't really get to talk to see what everybody thinks all the time. But, we're stoked that people supported it, and we had a good year and a half of touring on it. It was another good chapter in the band for sure.
Absolutely, man. I love that album. It was definitely one of my favorites. Still is. I still spin it a lot, man. I love it. Like you've been opening with Death Eater, which I'm sure just sends people nuts as soon as it starts. What's the best reaction you've seen with that one so far?
Oh, what place? What city? What country?
Yeah. Like, have you seen someone just lose their shit over that one in particular, like, or a crowd or a venue? Where's had the best reaction?
Man, it's hard to gauge that really because everybody's always so cool to us. It feels like, but other than home, because home, I'm pretty biased to our hometown shows. They're always just completely chaos, but. The last couple of years we got to go to South America, and it took us a long time to get to go there. And just on the last two albums, we were able to go there. And Brazil completely blew my mind, and just complete the old school shows where they cram 600-700 people into a small room and no barricade, and it just goes off. Those are the videos that I sometimes like to peep in on YouTube or something and just see like, man, yeah, this is exactly why I still do this. And beyond even that, it's just like you're going to places that the people don't even speak English that well, or, it's definitely their maybe second or third language that they're learning, but they know every word and they're singing louder than us. So those are times where you're just like, wow, like you just become so grateful for those opportunities. So yeah, it's something special.
That's incredible, man. It's incredible that music can do that. It just connects people that can't even speak the same language. Yeah, that's unreal. And any chance of Better to Burn on this tour?
Oh, yeah. That's definitely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's in the set for sure.
Excellent. Because, I love that one. And, of course, you mentioned before you're writing the new one. Is that right?
Right after the New Year's, we began writing, and say we're, a few songs with mostly just ideas, but got a few nuts and bolts putting together and kind of fleshing it all out. And, we hope to have it written and recorded by the end of the year, and probably come out sometime earlier next year.
How's that kind of shaping up compared to Lanterns? Is it same sort of vibe or an evolution of?
It's kind of interesting because I can't really reveal too much about it just because even I don't really have it dialed in completely, but I will say that it being the 25th anniversary of the band, and just kind of where we are as people these days. It's going to be nothing like anything we've done before. Specifically lyrically, I got this really cool idea that I've been kicking around for a few years about kind of the native heritage of where I live in Alaska, and what those stories growing up we heard about, the totem poles and all those things. And I'm trying to figure out a really cool way to incorporate that into my own life, but using sort of that kind of vibe of the natives that are here before me, and then at the same time still keep it, that dark, moody, sexy vibe,
Well, it sounds like it's going to be awesome, man. I can't wait to hear what you guys got cooking up. But you also did a guest spot on the latest Devildriver album, Outlaws to the End, on Copperhead Road, which is just an iconic song. How was it being part of that?
Oh, man, it was killer. Those are my homies, and Des and I are dear friends for many, many years. Toured the world together for a lot of years. And when I heard he was putting that together, and then got the call to be a part of it, I was honored and grateful. Yeah, Des is just one of the great metal frontmen out there, in my opinion, and just a solid dude all around. It was a lot of fun doing it together. I was glad to be included for sure.
That's awesome. They're out here soon too. It's like everyone's touring. We're getting pretty damn lucky down under at the moment.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It also seems like a part of your family life, music is pretty important to you guys. I mean, your wife is an incredible drummer as well. Do you guys have family jams and stuff like that? Do you jam together as a family?
Yeah, a little bit here and there. To be funny, to be honest, we have written a couple songs just recently at the house just for fun, and nothing. We always talk about doing something down the road, or just for the two of us, just to have fun playing music and have a different outlet for it. But we haven't done anything too much. We've been dealing with her immigration for the last year that we just kind of finished up. So that was a big focus for us. And she just joined a local band here that are dear friends of mine called Sierra, that are really kick-ass. I want to give a plug to those guys and gals. And so obviously music is a big deal for us, and it's pretty awesome to be married to a woman that's just a kick-ass drummer and into music as much as I am, which is super cool.
Yeah, and it's important too, because, when you say, I'm going to jam,
right,
they don't go, oh, jam again, They
understand. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I will say, I my ex-wife, nothing against her, I love her to death, but she was always pretty dang cool about music too. So, but it's definitely not as cool as it is now in that front, for sure.
That's awesome. Of course, you got the tour, the 25th anniversary of the band. It's all happening, man, and we can't wait to see you guys kick off next week, April 4, on the Gold Coast. Thanks so much for hanging on the show, bro, and we'll see you down here next week.
Yeah, man. Thanks so much for the coverage, and if you see me in the bar, man, let's get a drink and say hi, and I appreciate all of it.